Hey, how's it going, Internet? I heard a lot recently about the other night. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hear it, but about the other night's iHeart Radio Green Day performance where they totally just flipped out and started screaming, and Billy Joe's Billy Joe starts insulting Justin Bieber, saying, "I'm not Justin Bieber," saying only have 1 minute left, and I'm personally I am completely on Green Day's side. I honestly think I have nothing but respect for those men. It is a little bit of BS. They had a few songs to play, and they were cut short, and that's really insulting. I know if I were a performer, which I hope I am someday, that I would want to have my full time. If I'm gonna play a show at like concert or like at a school or something like that, I don't know. If I'm gonna be playing something, if I'm say 45 minutes to play, I want to get cut short at 28. It just makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? I don't know. Whatever really helps, I suppose. Get them what they need. They say that it's for substance abuse. That's why Billy Joe was all super pissed. And that could probably be it. Either one. Either or both. But really, I don't think it matters. Because there's always a reason for why people do things like that. There's always a reason why people would do that. They wouldn't just go for the hell of it, just like movies and television and books even, say, oh, I just figured, I never tried this, I'll just do it, And personally, I think if Billy Joe really felt the need to, which I think it would be really awesome, is if Billy Joe and even the rest of them, Trey or Mike Dirnt, would probably do is, just lay off drugs entirely. Just lay off any sort of substances like that. They can still drink if they really felt the need to. Personally, I wouldn't. But if they just laid off that, things could get a lot better. Because even though the thing people don't understand is, while sometimes, while they're high, their music might be really good, a lot of times I've even heard it where when people aren't like that and get off it even, like may have started out but then get off, the music gets way better. Because, I like to compare it when we talk about this to the Beatles. When you do that, and when we talk about that though, in the beginning, when they had their first stuff, Please Please Me, Meet the Beatles, all this the early stuff, even Rubber Soul and Revolver, they were on drugs. In their really early stuff, they were on all sorts of drugs. But then eventually, when it got to like Rubber Soul and Revolver, they were mostly just doing pot. They've even said that themselves. Don't quote me on it. Find out the information yourself, okay? If you really think it. So this is not my understanding of it. Then when they got to their more quote unquote messed up stuff, their stuff like in Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, that album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and Magical Mystery Tour. Those two really kind of and White Album, just really kind of out there albums. People were joking. It's like, oh my god, they were totally stoned then. Actually, they weren't. It was really when they got to that point when they realized, I don't really like this anymore. It's after George Harrison met the Maharishi, I believe during the time when they were doing the Rubber Soul. It was after they did Rubber Soul and Revolver that the rest of them sort of got into meditation and got into clearing their bodies of all sorts of substances like that. And then I know people always talk about how after that, or even during that still, John Lennon would still smoke pot and stuff like that. Yeah, I've heard that too, so I guess that's understandable. But as far as it goes, I think it really matters. Personally, I've never done drugs, never plan on doing it, never really gonna do it. Any of my friends that I have had who do drugs that I know that they do, I've thrown them out, but I've gotten rid of them, so I know it's not really something I want to do. It's not something I want to do. It's not something I don't think anyone should do. And I know there's a lot of arguments, and by saying that, I've gotten in a lot of arguments by saying things like that, but that's just my beliefs. I'm just expressing my opinion. I'm expressing my thoughts, and I want to know what you guys think. So, yeah, I just made this video kind of hastily just to try to address what happened at the iHeart Radio. Unfortunately, I was at work and wasn't able to actually see it, so I may be missing some stuff. But based on the several reviews and different comments on TMZ, Dailymotion, AOL, and all this other stuff, all those other websites, I can deduce that really they were just kind of pissed, and I understand that. Right now, all their reports are blaming it on drugs or whatever, but I'm like, I think by the way Billy Joe's always been throughout, probably his whole life, and the way that I would be too if I was in his situation, I'd be pissed and I would break stuff too. I don't even care. I completely have nothing but respect for those three men for standing out and saying, no, this is BS that we're being cut short. I don't care. Die. It's essentially, in more words than that, that's basically what they said. So, yeah, like, favorite. I might do some more stuff like this. Probably Green Day related, because I'm really kind of going into Green Day, bit of a phase at the moment. Awaiting Uno, Dos, and Tre to come out. Uno releases in, 2 days, I believe? And it'll be spectacular, so when it comes out, I'm going to listen to nothing but that, because I freaking love Green Day. So, yeah, anyway, see you later, Internet. Have a good night.